Good morning. Hey, Sinopa. Hey, beautiful. Good morning. What they say is Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve. I figured that this picture would be, hey, Miss K, good morning. I figured this picture would be a great representation of the robots following behind Trump. Republicans always talk about how they're a patriot and they're so strong and they're tough and they're not weak. Their weak ass is laying down for this guy right here. Hey, Lasita. I think I said that correct. Hey, Kira. They're laying it right down for him. Right down for him. That's what they're doing. They're laying down for him. Laying down for him while stepping over all of us, stepping on each and every one of us. They have these people, remember, you pay their salary. You're their boss. You pay. And they've worked all night long. Think about it. The House has been in negotiations all night, but they won't negotiate all night to raise the federal minimum wage. They won't negotiate all night to strengthen education. They won't work all night to strengthen worker rights. I told y'all that Republican Congress, they'll do anything. And not just Republicans, Democrats too. Folks love to work all night when they want to take things from you. This bill isn't for us. This bill is for billionaires. Yeah, it's for people who have money. That's why I tell Democrats, if you're going to try to fight to be majority at some point, you better do something when you get there. Because if all you're going to do when you get there is toe the line and be too afraid to push hard and be a socialist, well, guess what? You're going to lose again. I was trying to find I don't see it here anyway. I'll have to go get it. So that's the problem they're going to continue to run into. Because I got a post I'm going to put up later where I basically say, yes, I'm a damn socialist, but I'm a proud socialist. I like feeding children, starving children. I like making sure the elderly has what they need. You know what I'm saying? I like making sure we have great infrastructure, great roads, great bridges. I have no problem being a socialist. Liberals have allowed Republicans to say anything and make socialism seem like a bad thing. The only other option here in America is capitalism. Tell me, does capitalism help you? Everyone likes doing that with other people's money. Yeah, Ike, and you don't have any problem you taking your money and giving it to rich people. So that's not a valid argument either. I crushed that too. Bye, Ike. You've been blocked. So when you hear somebody say, y'all can't keep taking other people's money and doing stuff with it, y'all let them take your money and give it to rich people and do stuff with it. You let them do that. Hobo, nobody can see your comment. Nobody cares, beloved. Bye. Go in a circle where people care. Didn't y'all say fuck y'all feelings? Don't nobody care about your feelings? I don't care. Shit, if you don't care about what liberals think, why the fuck are you here? Oh, you're not. I told y'all, no, they're not up early. The rich people's bots are up early. I've been telling y'all, rich people pay other people to push bots out there so that y'all stay poor. Like Ivan is talking. See, Ivan wants you to stay poor because Ivan's a bot. That's why I blocked his ass. Booyah. That's why I blocked his ass. Right along with Robin's blocking ass. Blocked Robin too because they so thirsty for my attention. Hola. Good morning. Thank you guys. Tap that screen for me. Thank you so much. If you could tap that like button for me and with that share button, the copy link is more than enough. They want you to pay rich people's way. Hold on, I'm going to show you something. Listening. Oh, shoot, that ain't what I wanted. Go back. Look, I messed all that up. See? He wants you to pay the taxes for billionaires. That's what he wants. He wants you to pay for billionaires to be able to sit on their money. Oh, I love, listen, and just so y'all know, we have a Bliggity Block sticker that's around. So I created it because y'all asked for it, and I am blocking. I'm blocking my ass off this morning. I love when I'm scrolling and I hear you call someone beloved. Thank you so much, Miss Janet. It's always as a dig, like with Shake. Bye, beloved. See you later. Don't forget to write. Nobody gives a fuck about any of these Trumpers and MAGA, especially men, coming in here sucking the asses of another man. I don't care about that. I like strong men. Strong men don't worship other men. So I like strong men. And I know the other ladies in here like strong men too. We like men who aren't on their knees for other men. Boom. That's what we like. That's what we like. We like men who are not sitting around worshiping other men. So that doesn't work for us. Yep, Republicans are just for rich people. They're just for the Republican Party has hated the working class for decades. I don't know why the working class continues to vote for them. I don't know why. Good morning, T. I don't know why I know they're not in here, but I don't know why. Hold on. Instead, this is what the entire Republican caucus is doing today on the Hill. Every single Republican on the Hill today is doing this today. They are on their fucking knees for Donald Trump today. Yup. And they're going to push this shit through if they don't do nothing else. They're going to make sure that this bill passes. And then when you suffer, they're going to tell you, oh, no, look at the opposition. We didn't do it to you, because that's what they've always done to you. They've always done that to you. Every time they do it to you. Every time. Oh, look at the little racist that is HHH. So I'm not going to block you just yet. First, I'll go ahead and report it to TikTok. Oh, you got mad I blocked your other account. Oh, poor little Tink Tink with your 0 followers. Bye. They want so much for me to be hurt. Oh, I'm not. Because my screens don't have all of that black film all over them. You know, dirt. So trust me, I'm not hurting. I've actually been praying to Republican Jesus for big storms to hit Tornado Alley. Listen. Because with the combination of Trump getting rid of FEMA and Republicans helping to cut the funding, thank you, God. Like, what? Listen, if you came to this live and you thought I was crying, I ain't crying. I know Republican states are where most of the welfare gets doled out. I can't wait to see them suffer. Listen. Do you know how excited? Do you know? Listen, this cup here is full of conservative tears. This cup right here, right? When this bill passes and they lose access to their food programs, their housing programs, their job training programs, look, their energy assistance. When Mama gets pulled out of the old folks' home and she got to come to the trailer and y'all got to make room for her. Don't be mad with me. Hey, that's why I keep telling Republicans, get up off your fucking knees. Now, those pants that you've been in on your knees and all that cheese dust, you're going to have to throw them out. Okay? You're going to have to throw them out and start over. But I'm telling you, you're not getting anywhere worshiping this. But that's why I ask people, how much are folks willing to lose for the worship? I'm going to tell y'all, and I know you're not going to want to like to hear this, Republicans are willing to lose everything for Donald Trump. I told y'all it's the people temple of politics. Nobody wanted to hear me when I said it. Thank you so much, Miss Janet. I'm going to show y'all. I told y'all. What did I tell you this was? What did I tell you this was? You're right, Joel. He won. He taught me how to boot y'all ass without due process. Bye. Bye. Hey. Bye. Ow. That's the one thing I can say I learned from Trump. I learned how to deport. Because Trump said you can deport with no due process. So I do it too. You know, I do it too. Hey, Katy Perry, I'm sending your ass back to space. Boo, bitch, bye. Opa! Y'all gonna learn, not in this live. Not in this live. Y'all say y'all don't like liberals, then get the fuck out. That's really my opinion. Get the fuck out. Why are you in my space? You know why? Because you love me. You want to be me. You can't. No amount of policy is going to make you be me. No amount of policy is going to make you be Trump. None. You're still going to be poor. You're still going to be in an hourly wage job, barely making it. And now you're going to have an even harder time making it. And guess what? And nobody cares. You know what I'm thinking? I'm sitting with Republican Jesus and all of the angels in Republican heaven. And this is what we're thinking. We're just laughing our asses off. We're just laughing our asses off. I told y'all who Trump was. I told y'all who the Republican Party was. It is a cult. It's not a political party. They believe in party over country. Party over country. That means you don't believe in the Constitution. See? They have slowly eroded all of that stuff away. I'm waiting for people to wake up. How is this working for you? It isn't. They're a fucking cult, and they've been a cult from the gate. Families getting broken up. That's why families aren't talking to each other. That's why. Because it's a cult. When you got to cut off your family member because of politics, that's cult. Hey, Fugle, you know what I believe in? Blocking people who ask me dumbass questions. Bye. I done told y'all, this live is not a republic. It is a democracy. I mean, it's not a democracy. It's a republic of me. And if you don't like what I'm doing, bye. Don't forget to write. I won't open the letter, though. Listen. But you can write if you'd like to. I won't stop you from doing that. I'm just telling you that Donald Trump and the Republican Party are destroying America. And they've been destroying America for decades. For decades. Because in that bill, everybody's paying attention to like the loss of health insurance and all these things. I'm going to tell you what's in that bill that's even more nefarious. The increase in ICE spending for immigration enforcement. The increase to build more camps. I'm going to say it and I'm going to keep on saying it. And I'm going to keep on saying it. Black people know about America and how America operates, but y'all don't never want to fucking listen to us. We told y'all. We told y'all. We told y'all. But y'all didn't want to listen. When everybody in the party, in this other opposition party, when the only time they're happy is when people are losing something, that's not a party for you. That's not a party for you. When they do have power and they don't make your life better, all they do is take stuff back, that's not a party for you. I tried to tell folks, but people didn't want to listen. Black folk tried to tell y'all. But y'all said we was overreacting. We was doing too much. Nah, y'all wasn't doing enough. We know how this game gets played. We know what racism looks like, even when the people ain't saying racist shit right out loud. We know the racist dog whistles. Make America Great Again was a racist dog whistle right out the bag, right out the box. When I heard it in 2015. And I saw somebody say they've been processing them since 2015. That's why I didn't rock with it since 2015. And I stopped talking to people years ago. I cut off some people years ago. Long before, during the first Trump administration, I cut them off. I was like, yo, I already see what the fuck this is. You can say whatever you want to say to me, but you ain't going to tell me. And these were white people I knew that I cut off. I cut off some black people too. But I was like, what you not going to do is tell me, most recessions are under Republican presidents. They always fuck up the economy. What you're not going to do is tell me that that's not racism and you my friend at the same time. Man, fuck you. I'm black. My whole fucking family black. Fuck you. If you have any tolerance for racism, you can't be my friend. Period. I don't care if you black, white, Hispanic, Native American, Indian American. I don't give a shit. If you co-sign racism, we can't be cool. We will never be cool. I don't make no exceptions for the shit. I don't work around it. None of that shit. Because if you racist, I figure you can be anti-Semitic. You can be a misogynist. You understand? Why would you stop at racism? Why would you stop at racism? Of course you wouldn't. But some of y'all hateful ass people are going to learn. You were so focused on being hateful, your special needs child, guess what? That shit is DEI. All those little special education services that your child used to get, that is diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're not doing that no more. So now that we're not doing that no more, I want you to go do your research and see how America used to treat special needs people. See what they used to do to them, how they used to lock them up in rooms, not care for them properly, neglect them. They were treated as like a subset of society, like they were worthless, like they weren't even human beings. Well, you're on your way back to that. Hell, the elderly were treated that way too. But see, I'm going to have to keep it all the way a buck. The elderly is how we got here. Them selfish old bastards that their entire lives is built on socialism. Entire lives built on socialism. But now they want to stop everybody else from having a government that works for them. When the government gave them a job, helped them get a house, helped them get money. Government did all that shit for them boomers. But the boomers will look you in your face and lie to you. I did all this myself. Lies you tell. You did it courtesy of the U.S. government. Yep, these pensions and all this other shit. I'm over being nice. That's why I told y'all I'm not nice to them. Y'all see, I am not nice to them. For what? Why would I be nice to people like that? That made me look like a simp and a sucker. To be nice to somebody that is purposely choosing not to be nice to me. That's crazy shit. Wake up. All that kumbaya shit, let's cross the aisle, let's see what we can work with. You can't work with these people. Now you see? You see you can't compromise with these folks. It is impossible to compromise with people who hate your existence. Period. Republicans hate America. I'm like, what is going to take for y'all to see? 9/11 just happened, what? A couple decades ago. Right now, America acts like that shit never happened. They act like they're making decisions again to put us right back in that situation. They act like it never happened. They look at that shit now like it happened in another country. It didn't happen here. That didn't happen here. That happened somewhere else. Nobody would ever do that to America because they're scared of America. Bullshit. Bullshit. Y'all gonna learn the hard way again. All those people who sacrificed their lives on 9/11 for nothing. Nothing. Americans should be pissed about that shit. You got some of those babies who were born, who either weren't born when their parents passed on, who weren't born when their parents passed on. Hold on for a second. I'm booting somebody who has a difference of opinion. I told y'all I don't do diversity in here. Y'all say y'all don't like diversity, equity, and inclusion, then that's why I boot your ass too. That's why you get blocked. Because I don't do DEI here either. Fuck your opinions, fuck your feelings, fuck you wanting to be a part of the conversation. No. Go talk amongst your own people. Go sit over there. Y'all go count your pennies and figure out how y'all all gonna eat. I love that block sticker too. I added it because y'all asked for it. Another creator compared beliefs of divine hell with why they are... What did I tell y'all before? One of the reasons why America is where it is religion. Because see, again, they done tricked y'all into being scared of ISIS. Crisis is who y'all should have been scared of the whole time, the Christian right. The Christian right is more oppressive to the American populace than any terrorist group outside of America. Any Christian right. I call them crisis. They always in your damn, they're always in your bathroom, in your bedroom, in your relationship, in your business, in your bank account. They trying to tell you how to raise your kids. They're always in your business. That's religion. And we have a right, according to the Constitution, to be free from that shit. I am tired of them infusing their Christianity, and they're not real Christians. Let's keep it all the way a buck. They're not even real Christians. They're fake religious people. They use religion as a means of control. According to these people, God is cruel. According to these people, he starves hungry children. According to these people, God wants you to suffer, because if you suffer, you'll work harder. I don't know about you. See, I'm a Buddhist, but I have read the Bible more than one time. That ain't the God I read about. But it's the God that man created to keep reign over your ass and keep power over you. Y'all forgot your own country got started because the founding fathers came here because they didn't want to be ruled by the Church of England. Fast forward to 2025, Americans laying down for fucking religion. Make it make sense. Read a fucking book. Dolly is a real Christian, yes, but most of America, Dolly ain't in the Christian right either. I'm talking about that Christian right. Those people are not Christians. They want to use religion to fucking control you. And say it again, of course they're lazy, Nessa. You got to be lazy when you got gout, diabetes, high blood pressure, sugar. When you got all these things, you can't help but be lazy and sit on the fucking internet. That's why in many, what did I tell you? I've been telling you for months. I know it's going to hurt, but the best and worst thing that ever happened to America is for Donald Trump and the Republicans to have majority and do all the shit they said they would do. Because that's the only way Republican voters are going to realize that the party that they voted for hates them and uses them. They ain't going to figure it out no other way. They got to suffer. They have to suffer because in the past, there was always this liberal balance there. And even when Republicans did do something, for example, I'm going to give you Trump tax cuts. The Trump tax cuts that were passed the first time. Rich people got permanent tax cuts the first time, right? But ours were temporary. You're going to tell me I'm not too intelligent, but your is spelled Y-O-U''RE. Try again, beloved, you've been blocked. It's always one. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to come in here and say you're unintelligent and spell it wrong. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I won't allow it. Sometimes I allow it, but I wouldn't allow it that time. That's just unacceptable. See, this is what I'm talking about. Don't spend your time arguing with folks that don't know the difference between you, your, and your. Because they're not spelled the same. They don't even mean the same thing. But to many, they do. Listen, that's also Republican policies. No child left behind. Left every single one of them fuckers behind. Wasn't one child, it was a trial for children. Trial for children. That's why when they come in and they make comments, the grammar always tells. You mad with me because I know where a comma, but where I should put a comma. Apostrophes have meaning. So do semicolons and colons. All of it has meaning. Yet they want to be bullies because they haven't accomplished anything in their lives. What y'all seeing in America, what I call it is the Al Bundy syndrome all across America. Most of these people ain't been great since high school. Ain't felt like they've accomplished anything since high school. You're talking 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They haven't accomplished anything else. So they need to latch on to something to feel like they've made it. Newsflash, you didn't. Like, come on. I have a podcast, nobody here. Check out the link in my bio, the Straight No Chaser podcast. New episodes every Wednesday, 7 p.m. I dropped a new episode yesterday talking about paid leave and why rich people don't want to pay you for not coming to work. Thank you all so much for the gifts this morning. First, let me stop for a second. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the gifts and the shares. I appreciate it. I'm trying to light a fire under the American populace. Like, wake the fuck up. Yeah, this is some peak shit. They peaked in high school, and anybody else that's still going up and up and up after high school, they hating on you. You must have got a handout. Somebody must have gave it to you. And I'm going to tell you, like I've been telling you, they don't believe that shit when they say it. And I'm going to prove to you that Republicans don't believe that shit. Because they love to run around and say, you know, the minorities, the blacks and the immigrants, all they get is free stuff. They get easy jobs and they get free housing and free health care. They always get a break. They get pushed to the front of the line. They get everything. We're the ones that have to work for everything. Well, if that is true, why is white America fighting so hard not to be the minority? Because they know you ain't getting no free shit. They know it. They know what it's like to be on the bottom. They know what it's like. They know what it's like. That's what I said tomorrow. Where was I when they was giving out all this free shit? Because last I checked, Republicans are the welfare queens. I've had to work for everything I fucking get. Everything. Nobody's ever given me shit but grief. A fucking headache. But they don't give me nothing. They don't give me nothing. I'm not rich enough for the government to just give me shit. See, when Republicans tell you they hate socialism, they're lying right to your face. They love socialism because they take your tax dollars every day and give it to rich people. This budget bill is socialism. It's more of a transfer of more wealth to rich people. So they love socialism, just not for you. That's the only difference. Just not for you. They love socialism for banks. They love socialism for insurance companies and mortgage companies. Not for you. That's the problem. Think about it. When you do need help, it's so fucking difficult for you to get any assistance for your government. You have to be literally dirt poor. Your government's so trifling. If you ask for help and got a car, your government will make you sell that fucking car before they even give you anything. Yeah, you know I'm not lying to you. You can't have nothing. Because anything you got is counted towards, is deducted from any benefit you would have gotten. But not rich people. They can have $50 million in the fucking bank and the government will still give them $50 million. Not you, though. You don't work hard enough. Somebody said something here. Hold on, let me see something. Now, Kiara's okay. I think you might have misunderstood their statement. So remember, Republicans didn't set me free, Dominic. I was born free. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Tell that to somebody who fucking cares. I was born free, motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Shit. I was born free. That's why the fuck you mad. That's why the fuck you mad. Because about the only way that a lot of Americans can feel superior to my black ass is if I'm in shackles. Catch that. Catch that. What does it say about you that you can only feel good about yourself if you're oppressing other people? It says that you're fucking mediocre. It says that you haven't done shit with your life. I'm telling y'all, that's how we got here. Fucking mediocrity. Mediocre ass people hate immigrants because immigrants expose that they're fucking lazy. Let's just keep it all the way a buck. If we gonna be honest about it and talk about this shit, let's talk about this shit. Immigrants expose how Americans are fucking lazy and think they're entitled to every goddamn thing, but don't want to work for the shit. They just want somebody to give it to them. You're right, liberal. This is the thing. Back in the day, because I saw somebody talk about it, and I want to address it. When we were talking about abolitionists and slavery and all that other stuff. This is why I say Americans got to read books. Folks are so focused. Republicans freed the slaves. Republicans of yesteryear are now Democrats. Okay? You gotta read books. Y'all gotta read the books. That party of yesteryear are the Democrats now. The party that were Democrats then that were against freeing the slaves are now Republicans. They turned into Dixiecrats and became Republicans. That's why it's important for us to know our history. And that's why rich people spend so much time convincing you that you don't need to know. So that you don't understand why labor unions exist. They don't even want you to know America doesn't have any federal paid leave policy at all. In 2025, there is no federal paid leave policy. And we're the richest industrialized nation in the world, but the only industrialized nation in the world without a paid leave policy. And your government's working for you. They don't give a fuck about you. And your silly ass keeps voting for them. Yeah, unpaid, but unpaid ain't gonna help your ass. Shit, you still got bills to pay when you get sick. You still, hell, in other countries, they'll give you a year off after having a fucking baby, paid. But America, your government say, we ain't having enough babies. Fuck you. People ain't having enough babies because they ain't got no money. It's too expensive. It costs $20, $30, $40, $50,000 or more to have a baby in America. That's just to have the baby. We ain't even talking about taking care of it. We're just talking about giving birth to the damn baby. I don't like Trump. Let's be honest. Jones was a Democrat. Shut up. We're talking about the fact that it's a fucking cult. Get out. They always on that but. My mom always used to say, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Listen. Shut up. Whoa, your NIC bill was over $1 million. That's wow. And now with cutting of benefits, if y'all only knew how many babies was born under Medicaid, child, y'all gonna learn. Y'all think they ain't having no babies now, watch. If you think they're not having babies now, just watch. Like, who's supposed to pay for all of this shit? Who's supposed to pay for all of this shit? We're paying for all of it. While the rich people get more and more and more money in their pocket. Say it again. Mankind will disappoint you because mankind is greedy. You said, somebody said here, my daughter was born when insurance could still be capped. And Kiki, I know it was tough. Listen, so many Americans are so spoiled. So many people forgot. There was a time before you couldn't get insurance if you had a pre-existing condition. That means if you had a baby and your baby was born premature, any medical things that popped up afterwards, the insurance companies didn't have to cover you. Shit, that's pre-existing. We're not covering that. That's pre-existing. They could drop you for any little reason. It was rough out here in these waters. And the only reason why people stayed in jobs that they hated was to have health insurance. Barack Obama comes along, says we're going to give people the ACA so they can have insurance that's portable. I want to make something clear to y'all. You know why so many people are able to start businesses? Because they can have insurance because of the ACA. Otherwise, they would have still been working jobs they fucking hated and not going and being entrepreneurs. Why? Because they need insurance. And your employers know that. Your employers knew that. Your employers knew that. They knew that you were only still there for the fucking insurance. They knew it because you had no other options. But Republicans have been trying to chip away at that fucking ACA ever since it came about because they don't want you being an entrepreneur. They want you to work for them under whatever conditions they give you because you're supposed to be grateful. They're job creators. They're giving you money. They ain't giving you shit. I want to be clear. They're not giving you a goddamn thing. It's a business arrangement. You work, they pay you. They stop paying, you stop working. It's really that simple. But see, Mandy, they weren't mad that Obama got a win. They were mad we got a win. You got to understand, this is bigger than Obama. They mad we won. Obama was changing the tide for working class people. Katie Johnson is still around. She's still there. She's still in Congress. She's still there. Obama was about working people. Thank you all so much. I am trying. That's why I do this every day, to say, y'all got to spread this word. Get up off your ass. Get on these phones. Get in that email and stay bothering these people. You're their boss. You're their boss. Yep, they said it when people were leaving the jobs, when the ACA came about. They wanted a recession then. They was mad y'all was quitting them jobs and starting your own business. But you were able to do it because you had access to portable health insurance. Otherwise, you never would have been able to afford premiums on your own from a health insurance company. The ACA is beautiful because you're getting a deal based upon the volume. You were getting federal subsidies to help you with your premiums. Because at the time when Barack Obama was president, your government wanted you to be healthy. Think about it, y'all. How can America call itself the greatest nation in the world if it's not taking care of its people like it's the greatest nation in the world? Because it doesn't do that. It doesn't take care of people like it's the greatest nation in the world. This country treats you like trash if you ain't got money. Yep, Biden made the ACA even better. But Republicans with their messaging and convincing, see, y'all got to understand, a lot of these Republicans are on these very services that they're about to lose, that they voted against, but they're indoctrinated. So either they think it won't happen to them, or if it does, somebody else did it. I'm telling y'all, if y'all hear that conversation later and they say, Joe Biden took my such and such, say, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe took it? I thought Trump was tough. I thought Trump said he was going to fix everything day one. You mean to tell me Donald Trump let a whole motherfucker that was sleeping and fighting cancer overtake his policies, really? And overtake all of Republican Congress? Shit. Joe is Thor. It is official. He is Thor. I was wondering, now I know why y'all so scared of Joe Biden. Okay. All right. That's how I respond to that. Because, see, both things can't be true. Y'all understand? Yep, Joe get blamed for a lot. And I'm like, how the fuck you gonna blame a guy that's supposed to be sleeping for all this shit? How is that possible? Is he awake or is he sleeping? Is he awake or is he sleeping? Enough is enough, y'all. These rich people, they are out of control. I saw a story this morning. RFK Jr. said that they're going to expedite all reviews coming through FDA to get all the Uggs out faster because they're not listening to experts. That man had brain worms. That was what the rumor was. And that's the motherfucker that's supposed to protect our fucking health. Listen, I got family from the South, okay? And I'm going to tell you why I say that. This guy there's a story. He's known for picking up a piece of roadkill that he didn't even know how long it had been there or nothing. Listen, if you from the South, you got family from the South. Listen, everybody done had a little roadkill. But everybody know their rules to fucking roadkill. You understand? There are rules to roadkill. You can't just arbitrarily get some shit off the road and you don't know how long it's been there. But not that guy. And now that guy is in charge. That guy cut Alzheimer's grants for Alzheimer's research. Well, good luck. That's just going to set us back. Good luck, y'all. They don't give a fuck about us. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I love when listen. What did they say? Let me check it. We got to go here. Attention, attention, all Walmart shoppers. Attention, all Walmart shoppers. Please move your cart into the middle of the aisle and check your Wrangler jeans. And we can't have that. She's telling everything. She's telling how we're going to stay poor. Yes, we are going to stay poor because Walmart won't make me full time. But I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, yes, she's right. She is right. Please get your ass on the TikToks and stop that Negro woman so that our Republican Congress people can pass this bill in peace. Please. Mildred, put down the damn fruit cocktail. I know your stamps are about to get cut. You can get it after you get your ass on the TikToks. Get on TikToks and deal with that Negro woman. Thank you. And thank you for shopping at Walmart. Fuck out of here. They get so upset. And it's always men. The male bots. Always men. I'm telling y'all, America got a lot of issues they got to deal with. A lot of these sensitive ass dudes in America, when you talk about another man, they crying like they in a fucking relationship. I can't believe she talking about my boyfriend like that. I've been riding with Trump since 2015. I love this man. I do anything for this man. I lay down my life for him. And that woman, she gets on the fucking TikToks and she talks so much shit about him. And I don't understand it, man. He ain't even taking a salary. But nothing's ever good enough for them damn liberals. Shit. It's like, shut up already. You're always fucking crying. You always talk about everybody else crying. But it's conservatives that are crying. And let me tell you, I can't wait until they take Mama's scooter. Honey, when those damn tornadoes hit Tornado Alley, they better not send a dime to pull any trailers upright. Listen. No, it ain't no parody. I meant it, Fort Mary B. I meant it. Republicans voted for this shit. Let them have it. Y'all, let them have it. Your kids don't need school. Nobody child needs school. They gonna have your 5-month-old baby in there making computer chips. Just the head just held up just enough. Just making computer chips. Slobbering all over the chips. That's why some of them work and some of them don't. But that's the greatness of America, because that's what y'all wanted. And that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. Hey, I'm not crying. You just mad you are and nobody saw your post. Bye, loser. Leave me alone. Y'all leave me alone. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just here telling y'all the truth about what's happening. And Trump is a loser. Trump is a loser. Oh, that's not Joe. That's Don Tiger King Trump. But I agree. You know that the real Tiger King is upset because Donald Trump won't pardon him. Joe Exotic said, you out here giving away these pardons like Tic Tacs, but you've given everybody a pardon but my ass. How about I get one too? How about me? Trump like, nope. You know why? You ain't never seen Trump and Tiger King in the same place at the same time, have you? I'm telling you, for a long time, I've had a sneaking suspicion they're the same person. Yeah. And I want to say, in my past, I have voted for Republicans on my local level. I have. Because on the local level, they don't cut up as much. Not in the state that I'm in, because you can't cut up here. Because your ass won't win elections. You understand? So they act, but they don't act up too much. You understand? You understand? Now, oh, fuck them. You couldn't pay me to vote Republican. Fuck them. Because I'm going to tell you why. Republicans and clusters are dangerous. They ain't got no backbone when they're together. Y'all seeing it today. The House is going to pass this bill. Even Republicans who hid from Trump and the caucus, they got pressured overnight. They're going to pass this bill today. Tomorrow's the 4th. Trump already got the programs printed, the banner printed. All that, the speech is already done. You understand? The teleprompter already queued up. They got to pass this bill today. Because it's going to be hell to pay if they don't pass it. But it will get passed today. And then Republicans are going to spend their time lying to you. So that's why I asked the people, what you going to do about it? Hey, Nerd Alert, what's up? Sure, you can ask. Yes, only one dissent still standing. Oh, they ain't going to make it. Trust me. They're going to cave. They only haven't caved, yes, because they want to pass the bill the way it is. They ain't got enough time to send it back to the Senate. That's why I told y'all yesterday, Lisa Murkowski's full of shit. She knew they didn't have enough time to send it back. She voted for it on purpose. She wanted it, and she's a liar. She's a liar. Is there extra military presence in Maryland now? I haven't seen it. I personally haven't seen it. But that doesn't mean it's not here, but I haven't seen it personally, to be honest with you. I haven't seen it. It's business as usual here, frankly. I haven't seen anything any different. But I don't live in the city. And I live in the cow country or horse country, as you could say. But I haven't seen it. Hakeem Jeffries may filibuster. They goofed by one rules vote. But I'm telling you, they still going to find a way to try to pass that bill. That's why I say the only reason why it's delayed as much as it is because we're paying attention. Otherwise, the House would have just passed that shit overnight, but they can't because you're paying attention. See, it's hard to lie to you when you're looking. You see? It's hard to lie to you when you're looking. Yeah, it's hard to follow the rules. To your point, TKS Daddy, when you're rushing, it's hard. But because they're trying to push it through. Okay, Boss T, you haven't seen it either. Yeah, I haven't seen it here in Maryland, an increased military presence. Not in Maryland. And quiet as kept, Maryland's a liberal state. Even when we have Republican governors, like we had Larry Hogan. I actually like Hogan as a governor. But Hogan knew he had to know how to act because we don't play that shit here. But now he's trying to run for the Senate. Fuck you, Larry Hogan. Not happening. Not happening. We're not going to send his ass to the Senate. Nah, we not going to do that shit. Because we already know Larry Hogan ain't going to have no backbone in a cluster of Republicans. At all. At all. We already know. So no, we're not going to send your ass to the Senate for you to sit there on your hands and act like you're powerless. You've been watching and listening to their sessions and hear the same names. Yeah, you are. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. But that's why I say, y'all, stay attention and pay attention and stay diligent on this shit. Because these people, they just are hoping nobody pays attention. Watch what happens. Pay attention. Hold them accountable. Because this bill is not for us. This bill is for the rich donors. This bill is for all those people who've been paying Republican bills all this time. These elected officials who come into office and they don't even do the things they tell you they're going to do. This is why I say, voters, I hold us responsible. Because if y'all not going to stay encased and entrenched in what your elected officials are doing, they're going to keep on taking advantage of you. And you know another reason why I think Republicans think they can get away with this? By the time midterm elections come, people will forget anyway. They always do anyhow. They keep voting for me. Think about everything leading up to this. Republicans been trying to fuck with their life the entire time for at least the last 30 years. At least. And people still keep voting Republican. So Republicans are kind of banking on that you'll probably forget by the time midterms come and they can just blame it on Joe Biden and you'll vote for it again. Oh, certainly, Emmy. That's some of that. That's why Democrats got to cut that shit out. They have to move more left. I agree with you. That's why I say I'm a proud socialist. I have no problem saying I am a proud socialist. I like feeding starving children. I like making sure the elderly have what they need. I like making sure that the military members that we have are making enough money that they don't have to be on food stamps. See, a lot of y'all don't get that. There are a lot of active duty members. I've met people that told me when they were in the service, they were also getting SNAP benefits. That's fucking crazy. You would think you would join the military so you don't have to be. No. The military is also where they exploit poor and working class people. It's also where they exploit poor working class folk. The military. Right, the military don't really pay. What it does give you is an opportunity. You're going to travel. You're going to get job skills. So while you're there, you need to learn and gain as much information and knowledge and skills as possible. Because you ain't getting no money. So that when you get out of there, you can make money with the skills that you amassed when you were in there. But they don't pay you no money. Okay? But Americans should be pissed off that anybody in your fucking service got to get food stamps to feed their fucking family. They're making the ultimate sacrifice. And you mean to tell me we can't pay them working wages? Because see, all of that military spending, all of those increases in military budget, that's going to military contractors. That's not going to the military. That's not going to the men and women of the military. They don't give a fuck about them. They're just toy soldiers. They move around. They're just things that rich people play with. They don't care. They don't care. Anybody that's been in the service know they didn't make no money till they got out. Because ain't no money in there. Even if you in there as a career soldier, ain't no serious money in there. You're going to make the serious money when you get out, depending on what skill or trade you learned in the service. Hey, Wolf, good morning, beautiful. See, rich people don't give a fuck about the military because it's not an option for them. That's for us. That's for us. Like I told y'all yesterday, you're not going to become an airplane mechanic on your own. You ain't got the money to go to school for that shit. You're going to join the service. You're going to get in a program where they're going to teach you to fix airplanes while you in the service. And you're going to do your time in the service. And then when you get out, you're going to go make bank fixing airplanes in the private industry. But otherwise, you will never get those skills if it wasn't for the military. And then people will turn around and say, I hate socialism. Socialism was how you got those fucking skills, sir. Ma'am. My goddamn tax dollars. That's how that happened. That's why I do this every day. Wake up, wake up. Rich people want more of your life. They want more of you. But none of this is for us. So ask yourself, if they're going to take all your tax monies and get rid of all these services, then why they not giving you your money back? Why wasn't nothing in the bill? Remember they told you Doge was going to send you a $5,000 check? I told y'all that was bullshit then. I told you. I said you're not going to get no money back. This is them robbing the piggy bank right in your fucking face. They robbing you in broad daylight. They just telling you to look over here while they doing it. That's the only thing they're doing. But you didn't get shit for none of that. You got played. All of America got played. Hell, even Elon got played. Right? Stays together, stays together. Isn't that what they say? Child. Even Elon got played. Spent over $200 million and Trump still played him too. What the fuck makes voters, that people that vote for him, think that he gonna be loyal to them? The guy is only as loyal as the next person coming with a check. Period. And he's only loyal to him. So, again, the best thing and the worst thing ever happened to America was Donald Trump and Republicans getting majority. But I told y'all when Trump won again and Republicans won the majority, I said, ooh, the dog caught the car. This is a problem for them. I told y'all. Did I not tell you months ago? I said, this is a problem for them because they only got a couple options. It's either you do all the shit you've been campaigning on, which is not good for their base, but you gotta do it because you told them, give me the majority. We'll do it, right? Or either tell the truth. And they weren't going to tell you the truth. Nah, I can't tell you the truth. They'd rather lie to you. Because lying keeps you indoctrinated. Lying keeps them in control. Remember Trump said he going to drain the swamp? Shit, he did drain it. He did. He actually didn't lie. He just drained it of civil servants and people who actually do the work of the people. and infused it with criminals, crooks that are pilfering and pillaging our government, one department at a time. And Republicans are helping him do it because they agree with it. So never think it's just this guy. No, he has a whole group to help him. It ain't just Trump. He can't do this alone. He can only do it with help. This is what I'm trying to get people to see. He can only do it with help. It ain't like he can do it alone. So when people can just say Trump, 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 no. Congress is the one. I've been telling folks. For those of you that have been coming to my lives, you know that I've been saying for a minute, Trump is the distraction. He is the distraction so you don't pay attention to what the fuck Congress is doing. That's all. Because Congress makes the laws. Trump just signed an EOs, which are fucking worthless when he leaves. They're worthless. But those laws that Congress creates, oh, that shit takes time. That shit takes time to do things like that. But they're not taking the time. They're just ramming it through. They're going to ram it through and then they're going to look you right in your face later and say, oh, I had no idea. And that's when you didn't need to say, then why would you vote for something that you didn't know what was in it? I'm holding you accountable because you can't use the excuse that the ignorance of you not knowing when your job is to know. Hey, McDonald's, thank you so much. It's their job to know. They're paid $170-something thousand a year, 177 or something like that, and you don't know? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Of course they know. They don't care. And they hope that you don't know so they could say anything to you. Isn't Mama Musk just gorgeous? Personally, I love Mama Musk because she has rosy skin. She has rosy skin and cheeks. Her man is not faithful though. Child. Her man is a fucking scallywag. Do you understand? Her man is walking the streets like, anybody got any money? Anybody got a check? I'll do anything for a check. Anybody got money? He's a scallywag. I would have felt sorry for Mama Musk if she wasn't such a bitch. But I don't. I don't. I don't feel sorry for her or little JD. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Say it again. And her man cheated on her with the Chewbacca. What did they say? I already told y'all what I'm going to do. Once this bill is passed, I'm going to be scouring the internet. Hey, Sunny Peach, I'm going to be scouring the internet, looking for Republicans begging for help and who set up GoFundMes. And I'm going to make it my business to be in their comments, laughing my ass off, clowning them. Then I'm going to donate. I'm going to give them 1 penny. And I'm going to tell them, I'm giving you just a penny. So you know that I do care, but not so much that I want you to reach your goal. No. What do they say? Pull yourself up out those Chinese-made bootstraps and figure it out. Yep, that's where we are. They got to figure it out. Yep, just a penny. You think trading places was bad. I'm not even giving them $1, beloved. I'm not even giving $1. I'm doing it all for a penny. And then tell you not to spend it all in one place. Like I said, I feel nothing. Elon owns stock in Mattel. You can tell by all that plastic surgery. Listen. No, Nessa, 2 cents is too generous. That's too generous. Nope. Remember, these people say they're not socialists. But they don't get when they come online and beg for money. That's fucking socialism. You're asking other people to take their money and help you. That is the definition of fucking socialism. I mean, you could call it charity, but no, it is socialism. I think TikTok on purpose doesn't show me MAGA videos of people crying because they don't show it to me. I know some people say they see videos on TikTok of MAGA being remorseful. TikTok doesn't show it to me. Because, honey, if they did, I'd probably catch a strike. Listen. Yeah, it's better for them not to show it to me. All hard lines. Quit crying. Nobody can even see your cries because TikTok blocked it. Get out. Bye. Bro, I wasted all that time doing all them fucking keystrokes and TikTok blocked it anyway. But thank you for the view, though. I appreciate it. Chill. If only y'all could see my stats. The amount of block views I get. It's crazy. I'm telling you, they love me. They love me. I don't get it. I don't get it. The amount of block views that I get on my videos is insane. You're going to have to give them thoughts and prayers because Trump stayed. No. I don't even give them thoughts and prayers. Look, I'm going to show you what I give them. I'm going to see if y'all figure it out. That's what I give. That's what I give. Let me know when you figure it out. That's all you're going to get from me. That's all you're going to get from me. If you voted for Trump and he took your health care, he messed up the schools and all, this is all you get from me, beloved. And I have plenty. So I have plenty of that. But I don't have nothing else for their ass at all. I am, what do they say? I am unfazed. That's the problem. People keep caring. Nope. Soon as a Republican starts saying crime, you voted for it. Don't nobody want to hear it about that. You voted for it. You voted for it. That's why I'm like, No, they can have those tots and pears, Lisa. The tots are cold. And we all know. Look, we've all been in school. Cold tots suck. So I don't care. And when they cry about them medical bills, I'm be like, listen, you know what I say to people? I'm glad that the cuts are going to happen because I'm tired of paying for your fucking gout anyway. I'm tired. You got gout because you're making bad fucking decisions. You making bad fucking decisions. So why should I subsidize your health care because you won't give up pork necks or something? Why should I do that? So yeah, Trump is right in that regard. Trump is right. Why should I pay because you won't stop drinking soda? I told y'all, one of the things that with this bill that gets cut, there's a place in my heart that I do have some sorrow. Because y'all know we're going to lose Dr. Now. All them people traveling to Texas to get them damn gastric bypass surgeries and shit, that's our tax dollars. That's socialism too. Them people don't have no jobs. They eat all day. They ain't got no job. Now they won't even be able to eat all day. Now we won't eat. Now I won't even get to see my man on TV no more. You need to lose 30 pounds. 30 pounds before you come back here, and then we can talk about surgery. But now you're not showing me you are disciplined enough to get this surgery. So when you lose 30 pounds, you can come back and then we can talk about you getting surgery. I love me some fucking Dr. Now. Especially when they say, I'm starving. You don't look like you're starving. You don't look like you've ever missed a meal. Listen. Thank you. It's fine time somebody says it. Oh, I love me some Dr. Now. He's a messy little bitch. He's another one. He's a messy bitch. Dr. Now is a messy bitch. He come in the room and look at you, just be like, did you have problem with diet? Yeah, I was struggling so much. You're struggling because you're eating 10,000 calories a day. That is a struggle. You seem to have no problem with that. I don't understand why you don't want to struggle less by eating less. Listen. So I'm glad. We won't be seeing no more of that shit. We ain't gonna see no more of that shit. Because our tax dollars pay for that shit. And I can guarantee a lot of them people that was coming on that show was probably Trumpers. A lot of those people was probably like, yeah, we tired of folks depending on government. Why you waiting on your fucking check? Your disability is a little Debbie snack cake. Listen. Nah, not no more. Not no more. So that's why I said, listen, I know it's going to be tough, but we need this to happen. We need it to happen. Because if it doesn't happen, nothing changes. Nothing changes. But that's the only thing that makes me sad, is that I'm going to lose access to Dr. Now. You know? Because that dude is fucking hilarious. Hey, Jess, good morning. That's the only thing that I go, I'm going to miss that. Because all of that was our money. That was our tax dollars. That's also why I would watch. Because I wanted to see if they was fucking over my money. Like when they be like, oh, it's so hard, I can't do this diet. I be like, bitch, I be yelling at the TV, bitch, if you don't do that fucking diet, I'm tired of paying for this shit. Like, what? If you don't do that damn diet, you about to make me quit my job so I can stop paying for you to change your life. Like, the fuck? You ain't changed yet. Like, what are we doing? So maybe Trump is making America great again. He damn sure gonna make a certain segment of America skinny again. Shit, Ozempic and Wegovy ain't got shit on just being hungry and broke. Shit. See, if you grew up poor, you knew about Wegovy and all that shit and Ozempic long before. It's called poverty. When you want to lose weight, be poor. Guarantee you'll lose weight. Like the fuck? Say it again here. Best cure out here. If you are morbidly obese and you want to lose weight, go live in poverty. Guarantee you'll get thin. Shit, you'll get thin. Man, they don't know nothing about no sugar sandwiches, Mandy. We do. That's why I said a lot of Americans, what y'all about to see. Y'all about to see suffering on another level. You know why? Because you got so many people in America have no idea how to really be poor. Because, bitch, I grew up poor. I know how to be poor. I'm an expert at poverty. I know how to be poor. Hell, I'm not poor now and still sometimes act like it to the chagrin of people that know me who will say, bitch, I literally had a friend say to me a couple weeks ago when I was talking to them. I said, fool, I can't afford that shit. He said, bitch, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You still trying to act like you live in the hood. You don't live there. You got the money for that shit. Stop faking. I said, I don't give a shit what you say or what my bank account say. I'm going to tell you what I say. I ain't got it. Don't count my fucking money. I ain't got it. You're looking at a woman that can squeeze $1 and make 4 quarters out of it. Stop playing with me. And on a good day, I can squeeze 5 quarters out of $1. Don't play with me. Shit. Y'all can play. I don't play. I still buy generic. Not the Trump Zempic. Listen. Not Trump Zempic. Listen. That's what's going to happen to America. Yeah, that's how I grew up too, John Luke. We were so poor, we couldn't afford the OR. We were just poor. Shit. Know what y'all talking about? We was poor, but we were always eating because my family grew food. You understand? My family grew food. And then when we moved up north, we still were resourceful. Man, we had chicken and rice at least 3 days a week. But I'm telling you, it's a whole lot of Americans in America that ain't never really been poor. Oh, they gonna have a tough time, baby. They gonna have it. For those of us who've already been poor, and we know what that shit is like, or we still poor, it's nothing. We'll navigate the shit. You understand? Once you've been poor, you learn how to navigate tough situations with money. Because you ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. Damn, Dedrick said, so using jelly for cake frosting. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Or better yet, you don't frost it at all. That's how you end up with the pound cake. Or the butt cake. It ain't frosted. You feel me? but you still got a cake. See, the problem is Americans, y'all got away from most of that stuff. You was living a better life when you had less. Keep it all the way a buck. When your family was throwing your birthday party and granny and aunties was cooking the food, baking the cakes, uncle on the grill, hell, you was eating better than you had ever eaten in your life. You were eating real food, not processed food. People were cooking that shit. You were spending more time with your family then than you do now. You got more money and shit than you had then than you do now. But you're in more debt now than you were then. Pay attention. Because rich people been selling you problems and selling you solutions too. Wake up. And they've decided they want more of your money. During that pandemic, you know why they really created a vaccine? Like Republicans and Trump and them talk about how they hate vaccines so much. But it's bullshit. And I'm going to expose it again about why it's such bullshit. Follow my logic here. They created a vaccine because America shut down. They couldn't get you in there to work. See, the people were unaliving too fast. They couldn't get you in there to work. And when you couldn't come to work, rich people couldn't make money off your labor. And the government just kept giving out money. That's also why we're in inflation. Because Trump and them just kept giving out free money and shit. While everybody's at home. But they had to. Because inept leadership caused the country to have to shut down. Right? So they give out and they infuse all of this free money into everything. And everything keeps going up. Fast forward to, and during that time, y'all was starting businesses because you ain't had no job, but you had time. More time than you ever had in your life to sit and think about your life. And you know what you realized when you were sitting there? You were tired. You were tired of working. You were thankful for that break because for the first time in your life, you got to sit still and didn't have to burn the candle at both ends. Rich people ain't like that shit. Because then you started creating business. You start saying, I don't really want to go back to that job. Let me see what I can create. So you start creating shit. Rich people start noticing that. They say, we got to find a vaccine. We got to get these motherfuckers back to work. The longer they sit home, the more options they realize they have. The longer they sit home, they realize this system don't work for them. So we need them distracted again. We need them to get them back to fucking work. Yep. We started being competition for them. They didn't like that shit. So what they do? Got a vaccine. Did a national rollout to get your ass back to work. And then once they got your ass back to work, they pulled the rug out from up under you and said, we hate vaccines. That's big government. You mean the same government that was run by Trump that in which that vaccine happened under him? Because those rich people that kept showing up to the White House said to him, we need them fuckers back at work. Oh, they can't stand you working from home. You know why? Because you're happy. Rich people don't want you to have a quality of life. See, so many of y'all have been living the American dream. I'm going to make clear about what that is. That American dream that so many of you have been living, it's a nightmare, baby. That's not a dream for you. It's a nightmare for you. The American dream, when they used to tell you don't be woke, what's the opposite of woke? To be sleep. So they want you sleeping so they can pick your pockets. Pay attention. One thing I can tell you about Republicans, they're not as sneaky as you think. They actually always broadcast what they're going to do. They always tell them themselves. They're sneaky a couple times here and there, but for the most part, they're very transparent that they're deplorable. They are. The problem is people don't pay attention. Yep, we're going to live the American nightmare. You said, so during the pandemic, you had to work because you were considered essential. Oh, you know what's funny? Grocery store workers were essential. But you had CEOs who weren't. The cashier at the grocery store was essential. Had to go to work no matter what, risk their life no matter what, but not the CEO. I'm telling y'all keep letting the rich people play in y'all face. It don't have to be like this. It's only like this because Americans just sit around waiting to be saved. Ain't no fucking Captain America coming. That's fucking TV. That's movies. So if y'all waiting to be saved, don't save her. That's what's happening. She don't want to be saved. Why would a superhero come save America? Quiet as kept, America don't want to be saved. Y'all like suffering. You're addicted to the trauma. What did I tell you? You have a trauma bond with your own country. Your country treats you like trash and you love it more. That shit is weird. Aren't we all tired of working, Chris? So we have to do something about it. Why do you think rich people clamoring so much to do something with AI? They want to get rid of you, replace you. But I'm going to tell you something that rich people didn't bank on. They didn't bank on you and me using AI to get rid of them. They didn't bank on us using AI to fire our boss. They just want to use AI to get rid of you. That's all it ever was. That's why it's a race to do AI. The race to AI is for any one of those rich people to figure out how they can do it and make money with it and not lose money with it. But you ain't got to worry because AI ain't smart enough to be left to do work unattended. Microsoft, they just fired thousands of employees just again. They just fired some people. Then IBM fired some folks the other day to hire them back cheaper. Wake up. It's not that rich people can't pay you. They don't want to. They think they're already giving you too much. I'm trying to tell y'all. See, Lori's telling you here, Microsoft fired 9,000 people. What? The funny thing is, Michael, I used to have this job I worked that I loved my job. But to your point, I just don't like the struggle. But the problem is, y'all, struggle is a feature of the design. If you ain't struggling, well, they gonna change the system again and ensure that you struggle. That's why every time you think you getting ahead, something happens. The system changes and resets on you. Because no, you're supposed to suffer. If you ain't suffering, then it must not be working. That's how they see it. If you're not suffering, what they do must not be working. So they've got to do more. Wow. No surprise that Amazon would offer buyouts to hire you again for less. No, because again, and Jeff Bezos just had a $50 million wedding, but he don't want to pay you. It's not that he can't. He just doesn't want to. What did I tell y'all the other day? There's no such, there shouldn't be no Christian billionaires. You can't call yourself a Christian and be a billionaire. How? That shouldn't even be a thing. Jesus wasn't a billionaire. So how come you get to be one? How come God gave you all those riches, but he didn't give the single mom any? That's not God. Stop hiding behind him to justify your greed, because that's what they do. Yep, health insurance is tied to jobs to keep you tied to a job that you hate. 83 billionaires in this country. And I'm telling you, I just don't think most people understand how much. Do you know how much money Jeff Bezos has to have to throw $50 million at a wedding, which is probably even more than that, and it's nothing? Do you know how much money you have to have for that? A lot. Wake up. Call them today, y'all. Email them today, y'all. Do whatever you got to do. But make sure you stay connected to Congress. Even if they pass it, we don't stop our campaign for staying on their asses. Because they're banking on you going away once they pass it like, oh, well, we lost. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't lose at all. Okay, because let me get some money. I'm going to live comfortably and create. Say it again. Okay. Okay, I saw it. Okay. I didn't see your thing before. It just popped up. And my truck and rollers on the damn conveyor belts still ain't been able to get replaced. Ain't going to. Ain't going to. So that's why I said, y'all, stay on your elected officials, okay? And then I'm also, again, thank you all for joining me this morning. We got 66,000 likes this morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I share this message, y'all. We got to share the message to get people to wake the fuck up. Too many people are asleep. They're literally sleeping. And while they're sleeping, pockets are being picked. Pockets are being picked. So please contact your elected officials. Don't forget what I told you to check out my Straight No Chaser podcast. New episode dropped on Wednesday, dropped last night, 7 p.m. Spotify, Patreon, YouTube. Check it out. In addition to that, the new morning show, like I'm going to do a morning live show, a 2-hour show. That starts next week. I'm probably going to start that Monday. I'll do the final announcement with the times and everything. That will be in the Patreon. It's free to access the Patreon, so go check it out. So you can see it there, and I'll let you guys know. That's going to be on YouTube. And I'm putting that on YouTube because you can't say shit on this app. I got some other stuff to talk about, and you can't talk about it on here. They won't let me be great on here. So I got to be great on another platform. Now, I'm still going to do lives on TikTok. TikTok, I'm going to do my after shows. My pre-shows and my after shows will happen on TikTok Live. But the actual, like, shows will happen on YouTube. Okay? And I thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Like I said, keep contacting those elected officials. Thank you all so much for the gifts, the shares, the likes, the engagement. Because we talk about stuff in here. That's why I make sure to keep the trolls out so we can have real dialogue and real discussion. Okay? I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I do this every live. This is just my thing. I appreciate all the gifts. No matter how big or how small, I thank you so much. Number 1, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you so much, Russ. Number 2, beautiful Living Life. Number 3, beautiful Sanopa. Number 4, beautiful Kiana Black. Number 5, beautiful Lisa. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Lori. I will be back online here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be here on TikTok Live this afternoon. The only way I'll end up here earlier is something major has to happen. Outside of that, I'll be working on some other stuff. So don't forget that. Don't forget, I got the merch coming. My shipments have already come out. I'm just waiting for my samples to show up so I can feel it and touch it and know that I really like it before I click the button so you guys can see the store, because people have been asking about it. So that is coming as well. So I love you guys. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed day. Really, really do. Don't let all this shit that's happening in Washington stop you from seeing the beauty that is your life and figuring out what your next steps are, okay? Don't let it stop that. And I'm going to end this live the way I end all lives. Don't let people live rent-free in your head, y'all. Don't feed any trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, you guys. I'll see you this afternoon. Bye-bye.